merged yard style and fast pitch. Fast guys at the pitch from the normal 48-foot mound distance with their opposing hitters swinging, our big bats, 2 3/4 barrels. Yard pitchers at the pitch from the 43.5-foot mounds, pitching to a batter who had to use the 1 1/8 yard barrels. It's just the best of both worlds, and it's on the same field for the same trophy, and it's really gonna lead to us knowing who the ultimate Wiffler is, and that's what we're here to do.
The Ultimate Wiffler was a 1v1 side tournament run by Golden Stick during their postseason. In 2011, it featured 30 of the most talented wiffle ball players from across the country vying for the title of the Ultimate Wiffler. After a long, hard day of competition and a ferociously fought Final Four, the 2 finalists were determined, and the last game of that day would be played between Sean Steffi of Pennsylvania and Dallas Ball of Massachusetts. The stage was set for not just the title of the 2011 Ultimate Wiffler, but also one of the most interesting games of wiffle ball ever played. As this was the first time the tournament had merged together fast pitch and yard styles of play, it seemed fitting that the final would feature a player from each format. Sean Steffi, the man himself, once clocked at 97 miles an hour and coming off of one of his best years, seemed to be the overall favorite. However, standing in his way was Dallas Mall, the knuckleball throwing pitcher who had won the Yard Ultimate Wiffler the year prior and had just come off of defeating the Redliners in the Massachusetts Yard Finals. He was the king of the yard format, however he was to be at a disadvantage. Yard pitchers throw at a gentleman's speed limit of 45 miles an hour, while fast pitch of course has no limit. Therefore, the style of play leads to much more hitting and fielding, etc. Whereas in fast pitch, most games are decided by a run or two and are completely dominated by pitchers. That being said, you can see the advantage Sean had right off the bat, being able to throw max speed, while Dallas Mall would be throwing medium pitch and therefore have to focus on his knuckleball and inducing grounders. While at the plate, he would have to just dig in and try to get a hold of a couple of pitches. And that was the matchup. The best yard player in the nation versus the best fast pitch player in the nation under the lights in Vegas. The game started with a jolt. Steffi stringed together some singles and a pair of homers to jump ahead to a very early 5-0 lead. Dallas's pitching was precise, but Steffi's bat was just on fire in the early going. This theme would continue into his pitching. Dallas stepped into the box and looked completely overmatched facing Steffi, who pounded the zone with curveballs and drops. Dallas did have some solid cuts, but nothing that would put him right back into the game.
Stick a shot! I didn't feel safe here. This is dangerous.
This would continue through the following innings, Sean maintaining his impressive 5-0 lead, and that was the score going into Dallas's last at bat when this happened. The lights cutting off caused a delay in which the game was moved to another makeshift field outside of the venue the tournament had been held at. With barely enough light to make out the ball, Sean Steffi and Dallas Mall settled in for the final inning, Steffi leading by a score of 5-0. It's safe to say visibility was a problem for both of them, however it was immediately seen in Sean Steffi, who would walk the bases loaded, and then after appearing to bounce back with a strikeout, would throw another walk, then another, and another to give Dallas Mall his first runs of the game, making the score 5-3. Although the momentum had shifted to Dallas' side, Steffi still controlled the fate of the game, as Dallas had still been unable to put the bat on the ball. Then all of a sudden, his bat came alive. An RBI single to put him within one, and then a double to give him the lead, 6-5. Steffi had lost all of his former momentum and seemingly all his poise, as Dallas would cap off the inning with another run-scoring single and then a 3-run bomb to center field. After the homer, Steffi would get out of the inning, but the damage had been done. In one inning, Dallas Mall had destroyed all of Steffi's previous work. Dallas went into his final at-bat being down by 5 and left the inning leading by 5. All he had to do now was stifle Sean's bat, and, well, Yeah, he made short work of him. Dallas Small had come back from a 5-0 deficit to take down one of the best to play the game and to take home the 2011 Ultimate Wiffler. This game will always be remembered for the interesting matchup, the power outage, and Dallas's victory in one of the craziest comebacks in wiffle ball history. But what do you think? Did he need the power outage to win? Was Sean Steffi worn down by the last inning and couldn't deliver? Tell me below in the comments. I'd love to know your analysis. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, then tell me below. I really did enjoy making it, so you guys might or probably will be seeing more like it regardless. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me, fellas. Get out there and play some Whiff. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be talking to you very soon. Goodbye.
But got my 10 runs and back-to-back Ultimate Wiffler. 3-time finalist. Greatest of all time. It's simply the best.